What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sword and Shield VGC Climb. What team do we want to use today? I don't know. I've got two ready to go that are already registered, I believe. Just two. I don't care. What team to use today? We've used Blastoise the last two times, so I think I'm almost inclined to, well, we do have our Glacier team. That is a potential bring. Or we could use our Players Cup 3 team. We do have this OG Glacier team registered, though, that I haven't used in a minute. I think I'm going to go with my Players Cup team, because am I remembering right? Did I feature... I did feature the Glacier team twice already, so this team I think I've only done once at this point. So we'll bust this team out. I really like that Blastoise team. It's so good. Question of the day. What are you guys hoping for in the next format? Like, what are you hoping? Are you hoping for a ban? Or are you hoping, you know, they decide to bring in new mons? Like, what are you hoping out of the new format? Or do you think we're even going to get a new format come February? I personally believe that we're going to, but I don't know. What is this team here? Okay. So, I really don't mind the, unless they lead Mamoswine, that could be problematic. I was gonna say, I don't mind Incineroar, Tapu lead. I also don't mind the Dusclops up front with Incineroar, because they don't really have an answer to Trick Room. We could do that, and then Gigalith in the back, and the only other problem Pokemon is that Amoonguss. I think do I want to bring Rillaboom? No, I don't think I do, because the only Pokemon that really is good for Rillaboom is the Milotic. We want the Rillaboom for Milotic, but really nothing else there screams bring Rillaboom. So, I think Tapu is probably our best bet. Hopefully, you know. Alright, let's see. Like I mentioned, I've mentioned this a couple times now, I probably won't be doing any new teams until I know what the new format is. We don't know if we're getting a new one yet. I'd imagine we are, but I don't want to build a team around a Pokemon that could potentially be banned, so kind of where I'm sitting right now. So, they're going to make a play here on Incineroar for sure. Competitive, so it's gonna get a little buff. I figured that was gonna be the case. Now I gotta think about this. I think we go for the Trick Room still, but we just swap out for Tapu, because we'll eat up whatever they throw at us here, and then we just go for a Trick Room. That puts us in a pretty good place. I think that's the best play. Misty Surge. They're going to fake out Tapu as to be expected. They're going to go for a Coil. Trick Room, baby! Puts us in a pretty good spot. Okay, so that Milotic is going to be very problematic. That was the one thing I said I wanted to bring. That I wanted to bring my my Rillaboom for. So, little disappointing there, but I think we should be able to take whatever they throw at us here and just go for a Will-O-Wisp onto Milotic. I'd assume that's their Dynamax Pokemon. We don't get the... Oh, I did it to myself. I did it to myself. I played myself. Misty Terrain is up because I switched Tapu in and I went for a Will-O-Wisp. How dumb can you be? Okay, well, at least we just went for a Calm Mind here. God, I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I would imagine that next turn they're gonna probably... What are they gonna do this turn? They're gonna Coil again. Yeah, that's gonna be a very problematic Pokemon. I think we double into the Grimmsnarl here. I kind of want them to knock out Tapu. I really, really do. So I can get a free switch in then with Gigalith and then just knock out Milotic. We're gonna go for a Scald into Dusclops here. I think we just gotta start doing some chip damage over on Milotic. Yeah, we're just not in a great spot. They're gonna go for the Dynamax here. That might be our saving grace. We'll see what happens. A little bit of damage here on Milotic. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, they're gonna Spirit Break. That did a fair chunk, honestly. Very surprised by that. Moonblast here. Should still knock it out. No problem. Maybe they're doubling into Tapu, which I would love them to do. Geyserine, that's probably into Dusclops. Oh, it's into Tapu. We eat that up and Citrus Berry that, so wasted a turn of Dynamax there. I appreciate that. Alright, so now the question becomes, how does one proceed? They bring in Mamoswine. That's very interesting. I almost want to go for the Dynamax here. Is that the move? Is our win condition to Dynamax Tapu? We're down in special attack. I don't know if that is the move. I think we go for the Muddy Water, but I don't think we Dynamax. I think we save it. It did a fair chunk. Little accuracy decrease, that's pretty nice. Ah, that sucks though. I think it's a physical. I think it is a physical Milotic, so I don't think it matters too much, but it did kind of suck. Gonna go for the Earthquake, and we avoid it. Okay. So No, they hit their own Pokemon. That's hilarious. That is too good. Okay. So Incineroar is definitely not the play here. So now the question becomes, okay, what do I do? I think I just go for the Muddy Water here and protect Gigalith. I almost feel like I have to Dynamax and Max Guard it. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like I have to Max Guard here, because if I don't, that thing is really beefed up, so it could definitely do some significant damage. So my hope here is to honestly just wait out its Dynamax and knock out the, their Mamoswine. That's the play, I believe. Oh, okay, they're gonna double into me anyways instead of going into the Tapu. That's very odd. Oh, they are gonna hit Tapu, but it's not gonna do anything. So they're gonna give me another turn with my Tapu. We're gonna knock out Mamoswine here. Yeah, I do think it is a physical attacker, because how many times it coiled? I just can't believe it would be anything but a physical attacker. The problem is what we have just isn't very good against what they have, you know? Okay, so knowing what we know about this Pokemon, I just have an impossibly hard time believing that they're both special, because they didn't do any damage. They've been getting special attack buffs this whole time. So I have a very hard time believing that they're both special attackers as well as physical attackers. So I think, honestly, rotating in Incineroar here, getting the Intimidate off, and then going for the Max Rockfall is probably our best play. Because I'd assume at this point they're going to activate my weakness policy. They're going to fake out Incineroar, which was to be expected. Yeah, so they're just going to activate my weakness policy here, but they one-shot me. Okay, so that's just game. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I would be... Yeah, that's just... It was weird, because why'd they run Coil? It's so bizarre to me. I'm trying to think... That's just, I'm looking it up right now because I'm trying to think. Scald is a special attack. That's what I thought. So I guess Coil was strictly for the That's so weird. Okay, so they just kept using Coil to get their defense up. It wasn't a special. That's so bizarre to me. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around that. Probably, yeah, that's too beefy. We lost. There's no way around it. That I genuinely thought that there was a physical Milotic. Because, I mean, at that point, it was doing no damage. Now, granted, it was not very effective. But still, it just did no damage the whole game. So that was just a bad read on my part. We definitely just lose this one. There's no way around that. I was really hoping we could hold on to Gigalith there. But it just wasn't the case. So I think if I had to play it differently, I probably, instead of would have tried to knock out the Mamoswine, would have had to activate my own weakness policy with Muddy Water. That might have been the only way to win that game. Continue battling. I think that was actually the play, which just is weird. Yeah, that's just... that's the only thing that makes sense to me, is if I would have to activate my own weakness policy with Tapu just because they took out Dusclops. Yeah, that was just a weird, because nothing I had shown from my team was all that physical. Like, aside from Rillaboom. Maybe they were just prepping with coils for the Rillaboom? I genuinely don't know. I gotta think here. Celesteal is the only thing that's super annoying to me here. So they could just bring their Porygon to try and stop the Trick Room. I don't want to lead Dusclops, that's for sure. I think I want to bring Tapu in the lead, honestly. And then Gigalith and Dusclops in the back. I think that's good, because I imagine that they're going to want to stop a Trick Room setup with Urshifu. That's my best guess, is they're just going to try and stop the Trick Room setup with Urshifu. They could do the same thing with Moltres, but then you put Moltres in a weird spot. We'll just have to see. Porygon 2 lead with Incineroar. Okay. So I think this is just a double fake out turn. We're each going to fake out each other's Mons, and that's just how it's going to be. Like, that's the only thing I really see coming out of this. Unless... I have seen a bunch of stuff lately with a with a full offensive Porygon. So that could potentially be what we're seeing here. If they Dynamax it, then I'm just assuming that's what it is. So we're just gonna fake out each other's stuff. Yep. Oh, they didn't fake out. That's so weird. That's so bizarre. Why would you not just fake out Tapu instead of taking this huge hit? We'll go ahead and Parting Shot here. The only thing I'm worried about with Tapu is that it potentially has a Thunderbolt. So maybe I should just protect this turn and respect that. Yeah, I'm just going to protect this turn. Make that Porygon null and void. And... I think at that point it's safe to bring Dusclops in. Just Berry and Eviolite, no biggie. Parting Shot, protect. Yeah, see, that's we had to. So now, okay, here's what I think we're gonna do, and this is gonna be a little bit cheeky here. So they're definitely assuming I'm going to use Trick Room, and that's why the Porygon's here. So what I'm actually going to do is Bulldoze. Okay, you with me? I'm going to Bulldoze and activate my weakness policy on the switch in, and they're going to set the Trick Room for me. This is big brain. It could go really well or it could go very poorly. Got our Sandstream up. The only thing is they may Parting Shot still. They're going to taunt me. That's fine. They're going to go for another Thunderbolt here. Gigalith eats that up. Bada bing, bada boom. They are just going to Citrus Berry that. So now the question becomes, okay, how does one proceed? I think I have to switch probably Incineroar in and just go for a Rock Slide. That's probably my best play. I want to conserve the Dynamax for what they have in the back, because I just don't know. Rillaboom's going to come out. That works out really, really well for us, because we're just going to... Oh, never mind. I didn't bring out Tapu. I brought out Incineroar, which is fine, because we do get the Intimidate, and we get Fake Out Pressure. So, unless they're going to Dynamax that Rillaboom, it doesn't really matter. Parting Shot. Okay, so let's see what they do. Porygon comes back out. We're gonna hit him with a Rock Slide. It still does pretty good damage. Okay, so now I think we just Fake Out Rillaboom and go for a Rock Slide again, and we're in a pretty good spot. Rillaboom uses Fake Out. Oh, that's fine. Gonna recover, but we get huge damage here. Big damage. Let's see what they do. This is just a weird, this is a very slow battle because we've just been doing a lot of switching in and out. So I think the smart play here is to just go for the Flare Blitz and get the Rillaboom for free and protect. Because they might switch and then we just get damage onto whatever they switch. And if we protect, I mean, it just seems like the safest play because I don't know if that Porygon has an Ice Beam or not. So they're definitely not protecting. They're probably going for Grassy Glide. U-turn. Was not expecting that. So it's Assault Vested. What are they going to throw out? Why would they try to preserve it, though? That's what I don't get. They're going to throw out their own Incineroar. And they're just going to keep recovering. This is just a slow-paced game. It's really weird. I wonder what their last Pokemon is. That's the biggest question I have right now. So they got Rillaboom, and they got Rillaboom, Incineroar, and Porygon. So what would they possibly have in their back line? Honestly, I'm fairly tempted to just Dynamax here and start building defenses. What do they got? Urshifu is a potential problem, but I think I want to just go for... Let's build defenses. Here we go. This might be a bad play, but I think if I just build defenses, there's not really anything they can do about it. Because let's say they have Urshifu in the back, I just max guard and I save myself and then get rid of its stash. So I'm not worried about that. Parting shot off on Porygon, so this thing's neutered. We're not worried about that. Do I bring Dusclops in? Yeah, we'll bring Dusclops. They're gonna parting shot me. I can't imagine they bring back Rillaboom. So what do they got? This is where they show their hand. They do bring out Rillaboom. Why would you do that? That doesn't make much sense to me. Why would you bring out the Rillaboom? You're just sacking it at that point. What are you preserving? I really don't know. This is just really weird. The only thing they're doing here is they're probably going to send back out Incineroar. And what that would do for them is safely give them another Intimidate on Gigalith here. Because my weakness policy is null and void at this point. Like, there's no denying that. Yeah, so they're just going to send that back out. So I think my smart play here is to... What do they have? See, they're preserving whatever they have in this back line, and it's making me nervous. Because two of the Pokemon that it could be aren't affected by what I'm going to use. But, like, at the same time, I don't want to activate anything's weakness policy. Like, if it's Moltres, it definitely has a weakness policy, and I don't want to activate that. They're going to taunt me, so we're just going to knock this out this turn. Thunderbolt does nothing. So now we actually get to see what they have in the back, because they were too worried about they were just too worried about what Dusclops was going to do, where I really didn't care about setting up Trick Room because I'm beating them without it. Let's see what they got. We are going to have to swap Dusclops out again. I really just hope it's Urshifu. Celesteela. That's going to be a trickier win, but I think it's still manageable. Question becomes now, what do I do? Because they still have Dynamax for another turn. This becomes a trickier win now. I'm guessing I'm just going to have to Rockfall into it and try to get some damage here. They can't taunt me anymore, and that's the big thing. What does that Porygon have? It has Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt. I don't know what else. Recover. Does it have Trick Room? Has it been playing me this whole time and securing Trick Room? I don't know. I should have been paying more attention to that. Did they just Max Guard here? They're going to Steel Spike into Incineroar. Okay. That's just going to give me my Citrus Berry. It's going to raise the defense, but that's okay. Another Thunderbolt and a Gigalith. Not worried about that. That did a little to no damage at all. Wait, did I already use my Citrus Berry? Alright, I think I have to preserve that. So I think bringing Dusclops out is the best move. And then just protecting. Do I protect here or do I just win if I have... can I get the double switch? Let me switch! Did I get it? Oh no, I thought about it so much. Did I get the double switch off? Hopefully. Did I get it? I didn't know. This is awful. That alone might have just thrown the game. Oh, we hold on to Gigalith. That's so weird. I figured that alone threw it. So we're just rock sliding here? That sucks. Okay, that really sucks. So what we need to do is just protect and actually switch out this time. Because I think this game's very dependent on getting Trick Room up. This will also reset our Gigalith so it actually does damage. And if we do get the Trick Room up, it's actually a useful Pokemon again. This should be the last turn for... should be the last turn of Dynamax, if I'm not mistaken. That hurt. That hurt. Hurt a lot. All right. So This just becomes such a tricky game. Like, I want to preserve. I think I just go for a Muddy Water and go for the Trick Room. I think I have to let that happen. They're going to Meteor Beam, I'd imagine, into Dusclops. Maybe I should have rotated in Gigalith and just sacked it. Would that have won me the game? Oh, does it just use it into Tapu? It did. Okay. Wait a minute. What item does Incineroar have on this team? No, he has a Shuka Berry on this team. The other team I have him in uses the other team uses the Citrus Berry. I was wondering why I didn't use Citrus Berry. I'm dumb. Hopefully they get an accuracy drop here, and that did decent shit. So we are going to get Trick Room, and that really just puts us in the best spot possible. Because now I think we just continue using Muddy Water and just double into the Celesteela, and we're in great shape. This was a long, drawn-out battle, let me tell you. Like, I still think there's a chance they can win if they play this very, very carefully. But really the only thing we have to worry about is the Porygon surviving. Because I think we can handle the Celesteela very, very easily. Especially as long... Yeah, if this Muddy Water hits, we pretty much secured the game right here. Because now all we need to do is bring out Incineroar and Flare Blitz it. Then we're going to lose Tapu. Don't think it matters much. And we're going to Flash Cannon. I think we take that. Yeah, we eat that up. Incineroar comes back out. Honestly, what we can do is just stall out the rest of this battle. I think that's the safest play, is just stall it out, because if they manage to knock out 2 Pokemon here, we're in bad shape. Alright. I don't think they can knock out 2 Pokemon anyways. Celesteela protects. Do they win off that? I knew I should have Flare Blitz into Porygon. They might win off that, honestly. They recover. I still have 3 Pokemon, so I win. That seems like a very silly play. You definitely wanted to knock out a Pokemon and count on Gigalith being low. Yeah, we just double again. Yeah, there was no way around that. That was such a long, drawn-out battle. That took so freaking long. But yeah, we won that one all day. Holy crap, that took forever. Oh, man, oh, man. Let's see what the rank looks like. That was such a drawn-out battle. 54-54. Good Lord Almighty. All right, that is going to be it for this one, because that took 40 minutes. We're going on 40 minutes on the recording. I don't know how long it'll be after editing, but 40 minutes on the recording. So that is where we're going to end this one. Hope you found it entertaining and helpful. If you did, be sure to leave a like, smash that subscribe button for more Pokemon stuff in the near future. Check out the Discord. People are over there playing Pokemon all the time. Also, go ahead and check out the Twitch, the TikTok, all my socials if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the stream, anything like that. But like I said, that's it for this one. Hope to see you all in the next video.